Team Fortress 2 has had YouTubers come and go over the years. Where are the ones now that don't do TF2 content anymore? Muselk was a hugely popular TF2 Let's Player and was the highest viewed YouTuber in the TF2 niche for a few years. He transitioned his channel to be a mix between TF2 and Overwatch content when Overwatch first came out, slowly transitioning away from TF2 as we never saw another update. And then when Fortnite started to get popular, he transitioned to half Overwatch, half Fortnite content until he ended up doing entirely Fortnite content as Overwatch faded into obscurity. A lot of people in the TF2 fandom see him as evil for doing this, and that just couldn't be further from the truth. They're a bit too parasocially connected to him. Content creation is a business. He saw two new niches dying for content, and he fulfilled that need in the market. During Fortnite's heyday, if you include his sponsor revenue, he was probably making over $1 million per month, and he's still sponsored by huge companies like LG. He got the bag, I say good for him. The problem is, it's not like TF2 has had any new content in those years. The community blows up over snakes and a seal being added. Realistically, all the perceived blights against him from the TF2 community could be shifted towards Valve. There wasn't really anything new to keep him engaged with the game or the rest of the community engaged with the game, which would increase his viewership. And you can still find a TF2 Let's Play on his second channel from time to time. Germa985. Germa was a massive TF2 Let's Play YouTuber around 2013. His real name is Jeremy, and the TF2 team decided to name the scout's real name after Germa. He has since moved on to variety Twitch streams, and he is one of the largest, most well-respected Twitch streamers on that entire platform. He'll do weird real-life streams on different topics, for instance pretending to be a Sims character and having the audience vote on what he does next. Germa still loves TF2 and will talk about it on stream from time to time. After the TF2 summer update, he did a reunion episode with Star, just playing the game and having fun again, and a TF2 MVM stream with other streamers. Germa is one of the most well-respected YouTubers slash Twitch streamers to leave the TF2 community, and that includes by the parasocial TF2 community. I believe this is because he was honest with his intentions and still really wants TF2 to be all it can be. I don't know enough about Twitch earnings to accurately ascertain how much he's earning, but it's likely north of 100k monthly with how much his IRL streams cost to host. And he's well respected partially because he reinvests this large amount of money to make better and better content. Star. Germa and Star grew in the TF2 YouTube niche at the same time, mostly because they played together and had incredibly good chemistry in their videos. Star is also a large Twitch streamer now, although not as large as Germa. He does D&D and other variety gaming content and has recently returned to TF2 for a few videos and streams, basically just to say the game is playable again, he's been enjoying it again, and laugh at silly TF2 moments again. When he had tried to return to TF2 in the past, he was repeatedly DDoSed on stream, which soured the taste in his mouth for playing the game. He also said in his recent TF2 video that the summer update fixed many issues that allowed him to be DDoSed so easily. This doesn't mean TF2 is free of problems for him. He still has to deal with stream snipers who will only target him in the games, whether that be team killing him with teleporter traps or cloak and dagger spying on the enemy team just to target him, but that's just par for the course as a streamer. Once again, I'm not super knowledgeable about Twitch, but he's likely earning over 20k a month, so I'd say he's doing just fine. RTgame. RTgame did variety TF2 content back in 2017. He has since moved to variety gaming YouTube videos after he had a Minecraft video take off during the 2020 era. He still gets comments to this day about how he's a traitor to the TF2 community, although this likely isn't from a majority of the TF2 fanbase, rather a very small percentage of mentally ill players who are disproportionately heard in his comments. He is currently gathering around 20 million views a month, which would translate to somewhere between 50 to 100,000 per month from ad revenue alone, not including sponsors, and he seems to be doing better than ever. RTgame is also still growing each month and seems to be happy with his new line of content creation. He recently returned to TF2 to do a 100-person high tower server video. FUNKe. FUNKe used to do extremely well-composed TF2 explainer videos about in-depth mechanics or aspects of the game he just thought were fun. He's moved on to explainer videos about more general gaming topics with a frequent focus on movement shooters. He still loves the game but has been turned away from it due to the high amounts of cheating bots. He is currently gathering around 2 million views a month, similar to the amount he gathered when he did TF2 content. He still largely appeals to his old TF2 audience, so he hasn't outgrown them like Germa, Muselk, or RTgame, but he's still doing just fine and is extremely well respected in the TF2 community. His earnings, not including sponsorships, should be north of 5K per month. Soundsmith still does TF2 content, but it's very clear he's been trying to move away from it. He tends to do one TF2 video, then one variety gaming video, and swap back and forth, and he has repeatedly talked about his discontent with being a TF2 YouTuber in the past. This has led to a channel decline, as YouTube has a system that checks your past 10 videos to see how well they've done, and proceeds to recommend your next video similarly at first before it has data on how much the viewers like it. And although his variety gaming videos are doing pretty well, they don't do as well as his TF2 videos, meaning YouTube thinks he's fallen off and punishes his channel for no good reason. He's still doing fine. 2 million views per month is by no means anything to scoff at, but his channel is going in a bad direction, and he repeatedly talks about how he regrets getting into TF2 content. If I were him, I'd start another channel, fresh slate, fresh audience, meaning nobody who is only interested in TF2 content will lower his stats in YouTube's eyes, as he makes good videos, and with a different audience, they'd likely perform exceptionally. He could even do this while still making TF2 videos for a while. He may need to hire an editor or someone else to help with the workload, but he earns enough to handle that. He's likely earning over 5K a month, not including sponsorships. Piemations made the Meet the Amazing series, and he has since moved away from TF2, but from the beginning he did extremely well in other niches. His largest videos are Minecraft in 15 seconds and 5 AM at Freddy's. Nowadays, he does original animations focused on furry stuff. He still gets 4 million views a month, but this is a far cry from what he used to get, although he doesn't really post often either, so it's hard to tell. There are also many Team Fortress 2 YouTubers who quit making content entirely, or we don't know where they went. King Raja quit, and we don't know where he's gone. Array7 quit to focus on his family, and there are dozens more. But what if I told you many of these YouTubers who just disappeared haven't quit? They just quit on their TF2 channel and decided to build a channel from scratch somewhere completely new. TF2 has an overabundance of people with exceptional video quality and YouTube knowledge, and it doesn't have the biggest viewer base ever. Many of the more business-focused YouTubers just called it quits on what they see as a dead end here and have gone after greener pastures. That said, if you guys would like to see more videos like this, make certain to subscribe, and if I missed anyone or any points, comment below.